What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Rap Philosophy Podcast. My name is Mark Lee, and I'm here with my boy,
Omar.
This is the Rap Philosophy Podcast, where we talk about real hip hop news. Let's get into it, man. First of all, how has your week been, man?
I've been good, man. What's up, guys? It's been crazy, man. I don't know. You know what? Before we get into this, man, one thing I noticed, I'm going hard real quick, man. One thing I noticed, have you been noticing people, I feel like 2021 has become almost more difficult than 2020. I feel like people have gotten, like, crazy. I don't know, man. I feel like people are more tense.
What do you mean by crazy? Like,
I don't know, bro. Like, sometimes in the parking lots, like, everyone, like, I feel like everybody's just so in a rush. Everybody's just so, like, that's what I feel, bro. I don't know. What do you think? Man. Have you been seeing, or is it just me?
I mean, I feel like it's because, like, we've been locked up for like a year and some change.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, now that we finally out, everything, people are finally outside, like we outside.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's like, yo, we coming.
But chill, bro. Like, I mean, I feel like you've been missing, like, you miss people, bro. Like, relax, bro. Like, yo, people sometimes be crazy, like in the parking lots and shit. Like, beep, move, get fuck, you know. It's just like, yo, just relax, bro.
Yeah, I mean, this is the wrong coast to tell people to relax on. This is the East Coast, man.
East Coast, man.
New York City out here, man.
I feel that. You know what's crazy? I'm probably one of the worst. I'm making fun of others, but it's probably me that just be all. But I'll be catching myself. I'm like, yo, like, let's take it easy. Let's take it easy.
Get some help.
You know, you don't realize. I was just talking to my homegirl about this the other day. You don't realize how fast paced things are in your life until you leave. And you see how other ways of life is.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of like funny points about like being introverts missing 2020. I miss 2020 a little bit, man. I got a little introvert in me. Sometimes it's like, man, bro, I want people to just go back inside, man. Leave me alone.
Nah, man, I hated it, man.
I feel that.
I hated being in the house. I was like lonely. I was like low key depressed.
Ugh.
In the house with COVID, man. Like, nah, man. I like to be amongst the people.
All right, man, let's get into this, man. Today, we first got this, our first segment of snippets. And I'm going to show Mark a few clips that he hasn't seen before, and let's just do a reaction.
Let's see.
And after that, we're going to get into a little bit of LIl Nas X, Montero, and stuff like that.
Album dropped today, man. Let us know what y'all think in the comments.
What do y'all think about LIl Nas X? But we're about to get into that. Right now, let's start off with this first clip. Bobby Shmurda was coming out of let's cue that up, coming out of a store. Someone passed him a light. So I think it's in the second, is it in the second slide maybe?
Yeah, I got you.
What do you think about that?
That was wild. Like, I mean,
why? Why, bro? Why?
Was that like a magician or something?
I don't know. It looked like real fire to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably is real fire. It's just like it's probably some guy that does street magic or some shit.
But bro, like that as an artist, you gotta be careful. That looked like it was like all up in his face.
Yeah, you can't be so trusting of people.
But see, that's the thing, right? You have rappers be talking about that. It's like Bobby Shmurda's trying to be like mad cool. He like, I got you. But then look what people do, you know? So you can't blame the rappers that be like kind of standoffish.
Yeah. And you gotta like when you're a rapper, when you're a public figure, you gotta make sure that all four corners of your circle are held.
What would you do if someone did that to you?
I probably want to fight. I ain't gonna lie. I probably want to.
I'd be mad pissed, bro. I'd be like, yo, what? Why?
I probably want to throw all the hands.
Bobby Shmurda, man. What do you think about Bobby Shmurda?
Man,
he just dropped something too, like a week ago or 2 weeks.
Yeah?
Yeah, he did.
I gotta check that out.
It's fire too, because people were saying like, yo,
when is he dropping? Like, yo, I'm glad he's out, but when is he dropping?
Exactly. And it was like, if he doesn't, I thought it was, he dropped some like 7-minute, like, I don't know, it was like some 5 to 7 minute like song, but it was dope. I liked it a lot.
I mean, it better be dope. He was in jail for a minute. Like,
I mean, I feel that, you know. But I feel like he kind of wants to chill, you know. I feel like he didn't come out with nothing, but his other boy, forgot his name, was like dropping songs like crazy after he came out. But I felt like he wanted to take a break a little bit.
Maybe.
All right, let's jump into let's hold off on the. Actually, let's go cue up the LIl Nas Jack Harlow incident which I don't know what this was about exactly.
On stage with Jack Harlow.
Jack, what is up?
Jack, do not say anything sus.
What was Jack?
On stage with Jack Harlow.
No,
He
so
didn't say anything. What was he about to say?
well, no. So he's referring to. I don't know if you've seen the clip of Jack Harlow trying to get at Saweetie on the red carpet. Do you know?
Yeah. We've seen that.
Yeah. So
That was dope. People were like, "Yo, Jack is smooth."
yeah. So Lil Nas X is like, "Yo, nah, don't come at me the same way you came at Saweetie." That's what he was saying. Don't say anything sus. Like, nah, like.
I thought that, I was wanting to see what Jack was gonna say. I thought it was gonna be like a funny viral moment. But Lil Nas X, I thought it was weird.
It turned out to be a funny viral moment.
But Jack didn't say anything. I thought it was weird how Lil Nas X stopped him so fast. Like, bro, like let him tell his joke.
Nah, he was basically like, "Yo, don't say anything sus." Like,
don't embarrass me.
Yeah.
What was up with Lil Nas X then, bro?
No,
what's he doing? Remember we were talking about the antics last time?
Yeah, that was the VMAs. Of course, Lil Nas X, he wants to perform. That's his thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's performative. He's funny. He wants to be funny. So he's gonna show up and shit like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're gonna jump back to Lil Nas X, man, later on. But let's go to the freestyle. There was a freestyle. So what do you feel about Snoop, man? Snoop Dogg, and there's a freestyle we call with Snoop and Wiz Khalifa.
I know there's a couple songs. I know they got songs together, but I know there was a freestyle.
No, they just did some like a little freestyle real quick together. Let's cue that up. Let's check this out. Freestyle, Snoop and Wiz Khalifa.
Young and wild and free. Cause I don't even care. Long as me and my team in there, it's gonna be some green in the air. Tell them, Mac.
Blowing everywhere we going, and now they knowing when I step right up, get my lighter so I can light up.
Hey, that's how it should be done. Soon as you thinking you're down, that's how you turn things around. Now things are looking up.
And from the ground up, just pound up like Taylor Gay. So turn my sound up and mount up and do my thing.
Now I'm chilling.
Yo, Snoop.
Yeah, Snoop,
went in.
Yeah, like people forget. Snoop Dogg is that dude. Like Snoop Dogg, the Dog Pound album, Murder Was the Case. Like Snoop Dogg is rap legend status. Like,
bro, if you're a millennial or you go back even before that, like Snoop's like Dog Pound stuff that he dropped from the West Coast, like being from the East Coast when the West Coast Snoop and Dre dropped, like it made such an impact on the East Coast. It was like insane, like NWA and gangsta rap, and it was big.
You know, there was even a viral video a while ago where Snoop Dogg said, "Yo, I was bigger than Tupac." Like,
he said that?
Yeah, he said that.
Nah, he needs to chill. Now he's gonna.
He was though. Like,
no, get out of here.
Like before Tupac's rise to
Tupac
like fame.
Snoop came on through Pac and Dre.
He didn't.
He came on through
didn't.
Dre.
Snoop Dogg came before Pac. Like he was bigger before Pac. Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes.
You gotta check that out. No, do you know how? No, see, this is the problem. A lot of people, not to cut you off. A lot of people think Pac is Machiavelli. Pac goes way back. He came out like in '91. He was out. People don't know.
No, but like Snoop Dogg was there in the NWA days in the '80s.
NWA wasn't '80s. I don't think it was '80s. They were '90s.
Like, no, the late '80s.
Damn, we gotta do our research.
Yeah, man. Like Snoop. Yes.
I mean, you could check it out, but
yeah, man. Fact check. I'm telling you,
bro. Nah.
Yo, Snoop Dogg is that guy.
Snoop Dogg. You know the thing about Snoop Dogg, I like him. I love Snoop Dogg. He's a legend. He said something about Eminem. We don't have to get into this. I got into this in like a few podcasts back, where he was like trying to critique Eminem. He just was calling out Eminem. I don't know if you saw that. That just like I thought that was really offensive. He had something to say about like white rappers like not having like a place in hip hop. He went in really hard about that topic.
Yeah, I mean he did what a lot of the older white rappers do. They try to discredit Eminem, but the reality is they're only doing that just because he's white.
Yeah, like what do you think about what do you think about that? As being black, like that was his comment. Like for me being a minority, but like not necessarily black. It's like but minority. I was like, yo, like he's trying to say that like hip hop, which is obviously right. Like it's a music is an art form that was created by black people. That's all respect. But he was trying to like say that Eminem has no place in hip hop, and white rappers, don't really have a place. So it's just like.
Nah, like it's like all the older heads, like the Lil Jamars, like they try to. It pains them that a white artist got to where they got and reached the mountaintops that Eminem did because he's white.
Oh, so you feel like there's like a little jealousy?
Yeah, there's definitely jealousy there. 86. So NWA. We just fact checked. NWA came out in the late 80s and 86.
That's some bull. No, that's a lie.
Snoop came out in 92.
Now watch when Pac came out. Wait, hold on. Watch when Pac came out.
Oh, okay. Pac came out in 91.
I know my hip hop. I'm telling you, bro. The problem is, people think Pac is like, he came out. Everybody knows him for All Eyes on Me. That was what the people of today hear about Pac. Pac has like 3 albums before that, bro. He was like a background dancer for like some old school, like Digital Underground. It's whatever, bro.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'll admit when I'm wrong. You got that.
But actually, you got me because I didn't know NWA came out in the 80s.
Yeah.
So you kind of got that one off. All right, let's cue up this. So, would you wear it, like, if your girl asked you to tattoo her name on yourself? Would you do that?
Absolutely, positively not.
Let's cue up that clip. So your boy here. There's all these arguments in the comments where it says, I told him, this girl she posted, I told him tap my name where it's visible, he got one. This guy right on his neck.
Common sense.
Would you do that?
No, absolutely, positively not.
So what if your girl was like, why? I mean, you want to be with me? Why? Why would you not tattoo your...
I would only do that if she's my wife. Because my girlfriend, you don't owe me any longevity in this relationship. You could literally leave tomorrow.
But I mean, technically, if you're married, right, that could happen too.
It's a lot harder.
Yeah, it is harder.
It's a lot harder to leave in a marriage. And like in a marriage, you have a vested interest in making it work.
But I always wonder, bro, like for the people who do that, and then there's a breakup, how do you get past that, bro? Like that must mess you up. Like if you got a girl named Kim tattooed on your neck, and then you broke up, and then your next girl is whatever, and she's like, yo, who's Kim? You know what I mean? Like, how do you get past that?
Oh, man.
Tell me in the comments below if anybody knows anyone.
I know a few people like, yo, have in the comments below if you guys ever got somebody's name tatted on you. Nah.
I doubt it.
I would never, if it's not my kids, if it's not like a really dear family member or my wife, I'm not getting anybody's name tattooed.
Do you have a tattoo? I don't know.
Yeah, I got a tattoo. I got like a real big like half sleeve on this arm.
Yo, show it. Can you show it?
Yeah,
show that shit. What is it? What is it of?
It's one of the first songs I ever wrote. It's like a rock song.
Oh, word.
It's like right here.
Oh, it's the actual musical
like
notes.
The actual music notes. Actual music notes right here.
You're gonna get that touched up again, retouched.
Yeah, I got it like I got 7 years ago.
Yeah, I've been wanting to I've been for a long time worried about getting a tattoo, but I've been thinking yo, it's kind of interesting. I mean, I kind of want to, but I'm nervous too, you know.
I don't know. What are you nervous about?
Like having something permanent, you know, in somewhere. I think that's what everybody is like. Just having something permanent. You know,
permanent. I mean, it comes with the risk. Like, of course, you got to deal with the fact that in 10 years you might not want this, but
yeah,
you got to be sure.
Like, what if Kanye West tattooed Kim Kardashian? No, hold on. Hold on. What if Ray J, you know, the tape that I think was original Ray J. What if Ray J tattooed Kim Kardashian on him? And now look where she's.
Nick Cannon. You don't remember Nick Cannon got the big Mr. Carrier, like Mariah Carey tattoo on his back?
He does?
Yeah, well, he had it.
He
got it covered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got the huge. It was huge on his back.
Oh, I didn't know. Is it legit? Like, can you actually remove it? Like, is it legit? They can remove the tattoos without
they could laser remove it.
Damn.
Like they can laser, but Nick Cannon didn't get his removed. He got it covered. That's different.
Oh, he
got another tattoo on top of it, a bigger tattoo on top of it. But yeah, they can definitely laser remove it. Of course, it looks like there was something there, but it looks like you have like a scar after the laser, but
Yeah.
The tattoo's not there.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about the tattoo thing, man. I like, I'm not sure. Like, just something permanent. Definitely not my girl. Definitely not like a girlfriend.
Nah, a girlfriend.
No
nah.
offense to any.
But what some people do is they don't get the name, they get like a symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of one of my friends, like they got like a tattoo of a key.
See,
And the girlfriend got the tattoo over the lock.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So then if they break up, someone's like, yo, what does that key mean? He's like, it's the keys to my car.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like the key to my first, like the key, that was the key to my first car, my first house or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, you just lie.
I know, but girls be like, she'd be like, you know, be digging in.
Or like some people, like they get, you know how like people like have hearts?
Mm-hmm.
Like one person has like one half of the heart and the other person has the other half of the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, any girl or whoever other person's gonna know that something's up with that, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's hard to get out of. It's hard, man. It's interesting though. I mean, hey, kudos to whoever wants to do that. There was this little funny clip. I thought it was like funny. Like it was like Lil Baby was at the, I don't know, was it the VMAs or whatever it was? If we could cue that up. But people were kind of like joking about, like mocking a little bit how he looked a little bit there. He was with Megan Thee Stallion. It's hard to see. This is why is Lil Baby looking like he's lost?
He's probably just doing that to get clout and get attention.
I mean, is that it? Oh, okay. And then there's another slide of like another shot of. I don't know if there was like another slide. It was hard to see in that one, but I don't know, man. I don't know how artists do it. You know, it's not easy to go to like these things, these events. You know, like sometimes we look at these people and we say like, oh, this like Lil Baby, you know, he's just a normal person, you know, like anybody who like has to go to this thing where people are snapping photos and stuff. You got to dress up, bro. It must be mad nerve-wracking.
Yeah. So they're normal people, but like the lifestyle they live far supersedes what normal people do. So we treat them in a way that far supersedes how normal people are treated.
What do you mean by that?
They have a certain privilege that normal people don't have. They can like via their money. Like they have the money, and that money grants them certain opportunities and privileges. So like they're coveted in society.
Right, but do you think that changes how they act and stuff, like in public? I guess, yeah.
If you're not ready for it.
Well, you know what drives me crazy is like when like big celebrities say like they hate paparazzi, right? Like they're like, this is my take, right? They say like, oh, you know, like they're invading or whatever, but it's like, I mean, bro, like you know, as a celebrity, you wanted this sort of clout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you could have got a desk job if you didn't want the paparazzi in your face. Like you could have been a mailman and nobody would have cared. But you're a multi-platinum award-winning musician.
What do you like? Kanye used to say that a lot about pop. Yeah, he would be like not wanting paparazzi and this and that. And I get it. Sometimes they're aggressive, but it's like, bro, like that's what your clout is about. That's what you were looking for, attention. So now when you got the attention,
it's like, oh no, I don't want the attention. I need my.
Mm-hmm.
But then there are certain levels. Where like this shit just goes crazy.
Yeah, like what? Like, have you seen something?
Like so, Michael Jackson, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was arguably the most famous person in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's even this joke that Michael Jackson was more famous than Jesus Christ.
Wait, could that be true?
Yeah, because like if you live let's say you live in an Islamic country, right? You were born in an Islamic country, you grew up in an Islamic country.
Yeah.
You don't know who Jesus is, but you know who Michael Jackson is. So
I mean, that's kind of funny.
It's like
Michael Jackson's big, yeah.
Like Michael Jackson's big, like people like they have statues of him in
kind of
countries. It's like insane. So like when you got people trying to like get a shot of your baby out of hotel rooms, like people just trying to like sneak into your hotel rooms, like, it's crazy.
That is kind of insane. People like
I don't think people will sign up for the level of fame and celebrity that he was.
and plus like. I mean, imagine like people sneak in and then it's kind of like you have these secrets and you're like, damn, if this gets exposed, you know what I mean? Like everybody got their secrets. So imagine like, always worrying like someone's gonna catch you doing something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Catch you doing something you didn't want the public to know about. But I think as a celebrity, like you gotta feel like your life is public. Like that's the only way to think about it. Like which kind of like almost feel like everybody has to live that in some way now because of all the phones out and cameras out. Like you gotta realize.
Yeah, you're on tape. Like we literally carry cameras in our pockets
all the time. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. Like no matter what you're doing outside, someone could be recorded. They be like, a lot of times people do something and notice like. It's being recorded, like even on
outside,
just street lamp posts and
like it's like like I don't like people don't get caught. I mean, people get caught like doing crimes like easy.
It's insane. What do you think about all this stuff? Kid Cudi and so it looks like he wore a dress again. If we could cue this up, I know he did this last year. I don't know.
Very Nirvana inspired.
Did Kurt Cobain wear a dress?
Yeah, so
that's what.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain wore a dress at like an award show like when he was alive, and I guess like he's a fan of Nirvana and Kurt Cobain. Me personally, I think Kurt Cobain is one of the most overrated pieces of. I'm not even gonna say it. I think he's overrated.
Come on, man.
Super overrated.
Yeah, you got.
I think like all the people that stand him.
Nirvana is overrated?
No, not Nirvana.
I mean, he is Nirvana.
Kurt Cobain.
He kind of is.
Like,
Nirvana.
Is he like the fans that worship the ground he walks on? Like I've just seen so many people impressed with him, especially in my age group. I'm just like, nah. Like,
why do you think they're so impressed with him?
Because he's dead. That's it.
No.
Yeah, like
it's not because he's dead.
It's because he's dead. It's literally because he's dead. Like,
so you know how in like, my theory is that like, I noticed like even like Uzi is like a Marilyn Manson. It's like I feel like it's almost become like cool. Like even like Denzel Curry was like tributing I think like Kurt Cobain. I feel like it's become cool with like a lot of the new young artists, rappers. Like Kurt Cobain has become this like symbol. Yeah, I don't know of what. I mean
of the grunge style, the writing suicidal stuff, and then that stuff happening to you. Mm-hmm. Like he's become like the father of that type era.
Yeah, and Uzi too was like he's all. I think he had like Marilyn No, it was Lil Peep, but he's been obsessed with like Marilyn Manson all the time. He says it like a lot in his interviews. So I find like a lot. This scene, I think like if the rappers that like a little older, crossing over into like the millennial age. When they were younger, like alternative rock was like the thing, like as what hip hop is right now. It's like alternative rock, like all those bands, like Taking Back Sunday, all these like alternative like rock bands, like Yellow Card that were out, and like Papa Roach and all this stuff that if you hear, even like people like Juice WRLD at one point was saying like, actually Juice WRLD didn't even enter millennial age when so I don't even know how he knew about this stuff, but like even him, he was like saying he used to listen to X. Was saying, my boy X, rest in peace, was saying like how they all used to listen to like something. There's like an infusion of alternative rock, believe it or not, in like a lot of these like new young rappers. People but I love how they express it in a different way. But there is this like obsession.
They take it and then they make their own form of music out of it.
And that's why I feel like when like a lot of like the older heads, like people like Joe Budden, whatever, like when they comment about like the young new rappers, I think they're misunderstanding that these people actually, these young rappers, bro, like they know what's up. They don't think that they don't know just because there's different kind of subgenres right now in hip hop. People get it twisted. People think like someone like a Trippie Redd, he can if you want him to freestyle, he'll freestyle. Juice literally has like an hour freestyle on YouTube. A 1 hour off the top of the dome freestyle. Like it's straight up off the top of the dome. No, don't even go there. Don't even.
What kind of freestyle is it? Is it just
Go
like
listen.
random?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that
All right,
type
go
of
off the
freestyle?
top of the dome. See what you're gonna come. That's freestyle is.
I can't freestyle.
Yeah, but don't. No. Freestyle's.
I mean, I can do that. I can do what they do.
No.
I can do that right now.
Listen, we're not talking about what's his face. We're not talking about BS freestyle. We all know what a BS freestyle is, but like, obviously your freestyle. I mean, unless you're Eminem, but he was on Eminem status. I tell you, Google or like YouTube 1 hour Juice WRLD freestyle. Tell me what you're gonna. You let me know. We'll come back next week. What you're gonna see. My Trippie Redd. He has a song called Rap Idols. In one of his like first albums. These people know how to freestyle, bro. Like, but genres.
It depends on what you mean by freestyling and how you hold.
What do you mean?
What freestyle is like?
I mean, a freestyle is a freestyle. What do you mean? I don't understand.
What are the standards of what you call an acceptable freestyle? Cause
Yeah, I think the problem is, okay, what is a good freestyle? Is like putting together words that are somewhat meaningful and like rhyming them, I think that's all that matters. Like in a way that kind of like makes someone feel the type of way about it.
So, I'm a big proponent of like late '90s, early 2000s hip hop when people really freestyled, and especially when you talk about freestyling in the battle rap scene, it's like they're putting together multiple entendres and connecting punchlines and connecting all these different words and verbiage. Like different like metaphors and similes.
Mm-hmm.
That's like if you're able to do that off the top, that to me that's what makes it a good freestyle. Not just saying words and then making the phrase at the end rhyme.
It has to have some meaning. I think that's what you're trying to say. Like it's okay. It has to have some meaning. But the meaning, I think the thing is that I think we're mixing that. The content of like a certain like decade, it could be different than the next decade. It doesn't mean it's not a freestyle. Like someone who's gonna freestyle in the 90s or early 2000s or even 2010s or whatever. I don't know what. Now we're in the next. It's gonna be the topics and the talk. It's gonna be based off of that moment. The people of today, it doesn't mean that they don't know how to freestyle. It's different topics. It's different content. You know what I'm saying? It's not all like.
But I've seen people that use the same topics and do it better.
What do you mean?
Better.
I don't know.
Like they're talking about like the feeling and depression and everything that these new rappers are talking about, but they're doing it better. Like they're doing it with simile and metaphor and connecting.
Listen, man.
Different punchlines. Like they're doing it better.
Better than who? Let me tell you something. Juice WRLD and X Tentacion, who rest their souls, rest in peace. There's no one in this decade who was able to do as good as they did.
Oh my God.
And the proof. No, hold on. The proof. You rapping based on feelings. The impact that these artists had on the youth is insane. There's no one who could do it better. Not even like whoever you want to bring. Like you want to go back and bring up.
So now we're talking about impact.
Impact. The impact that Juice WRLD and X had on the youth and on the people was like, we're talking, it's Nirvana status. If people want to talk about Nirvana and all that stuff, we're talking about that kind of status. And if you go in Spotify, go check. So that's just me. Now you want to go facts? Just go check the numbers. Juice is still one of the top 5 most streamed. No. It's facts.
No. It's facts.
He's one of the most streamed artists across, even amongst Drake.
It's facts.
Juice.
But it's facts because he's dead. It's facts. People listen to dead artists more. Aaliyah.
Okay.
Aaliyah. Like, and this is no disrespect. Aaliyah just got her albums released on streaming services, and her streaming numbers are through the roof.
That's where you're wrong. Let me tell you why. Because Juice was on the top before he passed. X was on the top of the charts before he even passed. It just kept growing.
Yeah, but he was on the top relative to everybody else in the category.
Right now.
That superseded when they died.
Okay, hold on. Go right now. Not right now, but like right now. If you search or you find the facts, who's the most streamed artist on YouTube? Well, we have to check. 'Cause I think it's got to be amongst like rappers. Do you know that NBA YoungBoy, who's like I think 19 or 20,
And that's
is
the thing.
one of the most streamed on YouTube?
But then you got to think about it.
He's alive. He's in jail, unfortunately.
But you got to think about it. We're talking about YouTube. YouTube, like
That's what it's. That's
no. We're
oh, we're gonna
talking-
discount YouTube.
We're not going to discount YouTube, but you got to think. You got to think about it. The people, the people in the older generations, they didn't have a YouTube to monetize their music on.
That's fine. No, I'm talking about. Okay, no, that's good. Yeah.
Like they didn't have a YouTube to monetize their music on. And like YouTube, like what are the people that listen to music on YouTube? They're young kids.
That's a good point.
So you're listening to young kids talk about who streams young kids more.
I mean, I'm just saying. My point is that I lost track now, man. Let's just get back.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the Kid Cudi, the Nirvana thing. So the obsession with Nirvana is there. The obsession with alternative rock, the obsession with grunge, I think, has just come back.
And don't get me wrong, like I'm an alternative rock kid.
Oh yeah, same.
I love alternative rock.
You know,
But I don't know, like in Nirvana, they weren't in my heyday. They were a little bit before me. I'm more of a like late '90s, 2000s rock, like alternative rock kid.
like give me some names, like who?
Let's see, Fall Out Boy, Paramore,
yeah.
Panic at the Disco.
Oh, Panic! Oh my
Chemical
God!
Romance.
I don't know why we're talking about some rap philosophy, but I can't lie. Panic at the Disco was like so innovative, bro.
Yeah,
they
man.
went to the next. They brought the pianos.
Yeah, Brendan Urie's voice is just different. Like Brendan Urie shouldn't be in rock music with that voice. He should be singing on Broadway somewhere. But like because his voice is so dope, he can do anything.
He's insane. Now, what people don't know is I don't know how you feel about this. Like, you remember the battle between Eminem and MGK, right?
Yeah.
But like MGK is like a rock star now. Like,
Yo,
Eminem just killed his rap career.
have you listened to? Well, one, I don't know if I don't know if that's fair. I don't know if it's fair to say that Eminem killed his rap career, and this is coming from an Eminem fan. But because like if you pay attention to MGK's career, if you pay attention to his career, you know that he's always been with the punk rock scene.
Hold on. Has he been?
Yeah.
MGK used to collaborate and make rock songs back in the days?
Yeah. He could like so he's
Which ones were I don't remember.
He's collab with like rock bands. He's always been
I didn't know. Maybe I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's always played guitar. Like he's always done this.
Mm-hmm.
So to say, even though it's fucking hilarious to say. Like, don't get me wrong, I love it. It's funny.
Hilarious.
It's funny to say that Eminem ended his career.
Right after the freestyle, he totally became like a rock.
But like,
it's so ironic. Like it's just so coincidental.
Yeah, like
he went in hard now.
Yeah, he's a rock artist now.
Mm-hmm.
And but it's cool to say, but nah, MGK has always been dabbling in rock.
But to keep it, Trippie Redd also released like a rock album. That's what I'm trying to say. Like there's something going on with like he kind of came back. Like the album before this one that just dropped called Trip at Night, which he kind of came back hard on the turned up like rap music. But like the album before, he went off and did like a little rock thing, and I didn't like it. Like for me, I was into alternative rock, but it's not what I want to hear. So it's just like I don't know what the artists. There's some obsession with alternative rock. I think I actually have this. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I almost feel like in a weird way, believe it or not, rap might be the trigger of bringing back alternative rock into the mainstream. Not that rock is like gone, but it isn't like
rock was definitely out of here.
You know what I'm
rock
saying?
was definitely out of here for
it's
a while.
out. You know who's gonna bring it back?
definitely-
Rappers are gonna bring back rock. That's the thing that people don't.
So especially like with MGK's album, like if you in the rock world, MGK is kind of like that last album he dropped has been kind of like been the figurehead to pushing rock into the mainstream again. Mm-hmm. Rock has always been here. There've always been rock bands. There's people that have been making money in the rock scene, but it's kind of always been in the back burner since like the
No, I know,
late
but
90s.
yeah, but it's not like what it was.
It's not like what it was, but like some rock artists, some rap artists have definitely been the catalyst.
I think
to bring it
MGK
back into the main front.
might become a catalyst, right? Like someone who MGK was like big in rap. Like now that him doing this, he might become a catalyst to really revive that in that audience, which it's there, but like once they do it,
Yeah,
All right.
it's been amplified.
Lil Nas X, Montero. Let's cue up this Montero after the Kid Cudi dress clip here. Let me see here. Yeah, and then I think there's a watch this. We were talking about this last week.
Okay, how much time do you have?
He's having this baby.
Oh, God, I think this guy's bussy water just broke.
What?
Ooh, that's a whole lot of bussy water.
Doctor, this is bullshit.
I can't. Oh my god.
It's poop.
Whew, okay.
It's okay.
This guy, bro.
Yeah.
Doctor, get your head in the game!
Just breathe.
Yo, I can't.
That's good, yeah.
Oh, the bussy dilation's looking like it's about a 7.
You know what? Make it a 9.
A 9? A 9?
I can see the baby.
Oh, the baby!
Let's go.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to focus on your breathing and just follow our lead. Okay,
Ready?
ready?
Okay.
You ready?
Let's do it. He's ready.
1, 2, 3.
And then at the next slide, I think.
1, 2, 3, push! 1, 2, 3, push!
My
Beautiful.
God. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's already Grammy nominated.
It's already Grammy nominated. I can't.
All right, man. So we talked about this last week, bro. Did people get offended by that?
Some people got offended by it.
Well, you were saying at one point, women who were like, "Is he mocking pregnancy?"
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Some people were like, "Is he mocking pregnancy and like the procedure of that?" And I feel like it was a little bit of an exaggeration. Mm-hmm. But like, I'm gonna just say it. Like, I've had my reservations about Lil Nas X, but now I'm paying attention to him. Like, yo, the kid is funny.
Oh, wait a second.
kid is
This was the
funny.
guy last week that I told you if he doubled down on his antics, people were gonna respect him more. You were like, no, and now 1 week later.
No, yo.
1
the
week
kid
later.
Kid is funny. I gotta bite my words.
It's all about
kid
the
is funny.
antics.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that his music is good or not, but I'm saying he's funny. He is hilarious.
He is funny. And I think that's what I was trying to say is like when I was watching this, I was saying to myself, all right, listen, I'm not a woman, so I can't speak on the side of like, is that offensive to women? I mean, women can speak out and comment below, let us know, or is it offensive to older women? Like, not older, I mean like women who's pregnant. But as just antics, I do feel it's kind of funny, in a way. And I feel like, I do think that he's doubled down on like this whole thing. And I feel like if someone like, we were talking about Michael Jackson, right? If the bigger artists or like Madonna or the old school like big artists or like Bieber of today were to do something like that, no one would say anything. And I think that was what Lil Nas X's point was like, why y'all getting on? I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying to make this.
Well, no, because like when Britney and Madonna and Christina Aguilera kissed at the VMAs, that shit was front page news. But like he's doing you can't say that he's not doing the most, because he's definitely doing the most. Like, he's doing a lot. He's like kissing dudes on stage, and
he's getting out there.
He's out there with the antics.
But maybe he's, like I said, he's going in on his antics. He's going in on what makes him who he is, and he's amplifying it. And that is what's going to make him a bigger artist. And I think the question is like, is it because he's a black artist? Is it because, like, is he being outcasted as not? So there's two ways to look at this. Like, one, like, oh, what he's doing is like ridiculous, or is it that like they're outcasting him? Like, okay, you want to tell me if Bieber did something? If Bieber did a thing where his album, he was delivering a baby and it was an album, would people get on him, or like as much as Lil Nas X? I don't know, and I'm just posing a question. Is race involved in Lil Nas X kind of like being called out so much over the antics? Or is he really just being ridiculous?
Well, I mean, and Bieber got his shit too. Like, when he was like peeing in mop buckets and doing his like wild antics in Hollywood, like Bieber got his.
They were calling him out, right?
Like, they were calling him out.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I said, and I still have this opinion. I feel like he's purposely using the gay umbrella to claim victim. I still feel like that. I think he's funny, but I feel like he's trying to use the fact that he's gay to make people to persecute people, making them think that they hate him because he's gay. When really, no, we don't care. You just wild.
He is wild, bro. He's doing some wild stuff, and like I think like that is what is catapulting him a little more mainstream because. I mean, he's always been mainstream with, like, the songs, like, obviously his song went in mainstream. Kids were listening to the Old Town Road, you know, so he already kind of broke into that scene. I don't know how parents feel about now him really, like, amplifying these antics, you know, and amplifying, like, I guess the question is with, not to go so deep into this topic, but, like, the question is, okay, Lil Nas X, you're gay, whatever, you know, the case is. Or and someone else is straight or whatever. However, whatever the proper, don't call me. I don't know what the proper like politically correct like terminology is. But like, does that need to be all intertwined into your music or into your antics?
It doesn't. We've seen proof that it doesn't need to be. We've seen proof with other artists that your sexuality has nothing to do with how good your music is.
But he's making it a thing now, you know.
You're saying that it's probably going to become a thing going forward.
Well, I'm just wondering what other parents are thinking about now when they see it was like Lil Nas X, Old Town Road, cool. We like you, Horse, Western. Our kids can listen to you, but like now you're kissing. And again, I'm not judging. I'm just saying like now you're kissing guys on screen, this, that, and in all the stuff that our kids can see. I'm not sure how we feel about you. I'm posing that question. Is that something that parents are like mainstream parents are like, wait a second, like whoa.
Well, I'll pose that question to you. I don't have kids. What about you? You have kids, so you know what do you
Don't put
think
me
as
on
a
the spot.
What
Don't
do you
put me
think
on the
as a
spot.
dad?
I mean, I think a lot of parents, if you don't like, if those aren't your values, you don't like that for your kids. I think that, to be honest, I think that's what the case is. I think you don't like that for your kids. But I think what parents might be missing is that something you can hide, you know, from your kids? You know what I mean? Like, is that those values, like whatever, you know, straight, homosexual, blah, blah, are those going to be values you can hide? I don't think you can. And they'll learn about that, right, in school or whatever with their friends. I mean, it's something that our society is living in. And that's why one point to Lil Nas X is that, or to the gay community is that, like, I guess you could say, well, when Drake tried to kiss Rihanna, was it a problem because he just tried to kiss her? It was only because he tried to kiss her, or because he was a straight guy kissing a straight girl? So someone could say, well, Lil Nas X is just doing like that in his values. He's just kissing it. To you, it's like it looks weird. So it's definitely controversial. I mean, there's something to say. Even me myself, you know, these are things that I question. You know, sometimes it's like, well, if this is the value of the person, what makes it not okay? You know what I'm saying? When we think it's okay to see like straight people kissing in public. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at what point?
Do we think it's okay to see straight people kissing in public, though?
No, I don't think. I sort of. I don't think anyone would. Maybe not make out, but just like just a light romantic thing, not like a makeout session.
I mean, yeah. So,
but a light romantic thing amongst homosexual, in public, is that something?
And I don't think that they were seeing Lil Nas X do the light romantic thing. I think they were. He's
going raunchy with it.
He was going. Yeah, he was purposely raunchy.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the issue.
And that's where he's playing the victim role, where it's like, nah, X, okay, do your thing, but you're I don't know. But then someone could say, look at how did Madonna, how did Britney Spears, how did they show their bodies off? And they like, if you go back to Madonna, back. I mean, this is old school, sorry guys, for all the young kids, but I'm pulling because these are the bigger artists that kind of last. I don't know of today. Actually, no, we could go to Beyonce. We could go to the artists of today. Beyonce's. What did they do on stage? In the last Super Bowl? What's her name? Sorry, go ahead. But in the last Super Bowl, what did they do on stage?
I was gonna say like, yo, the Beyonce, Madonna, Britney Spears, XYZ, they all got shit for being raunchy though. They all got persecuted in the media and by parents for being raunchy.
So Nas X is saying, hey, like, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing it. Why y'all mad at me? I'm doing it just like I'm just doing it just like Beyonce did it. I want to do it my way, but it's not straight. It's this way.
Now what I can say is yo, there's a parental advisory sticker on these albums. So if only you can parent the way that you want your kid to be raised.
But almost like parental advisory is almost like gone now because everything, as a parent, that's another thing that's like kind of confusing to me. Because like back in the days, they used to actually have the advisory stickers on the albums. So you're like, I'm not going to get that for you. But like now, like whoever your parent could be like, nah, there ain't no blocking explicit right now. YouTube is all explicit.
Yeah.
TikTok is all explicit. Instagram is all, there's nothing you can hide. So that kind of gets thrown out the window.
Anyway. True. So then it's like in the crosshairs, like, yo, what can a parent do?
What can a parent do? So that's what I'm just saying. Is just like, so what I'm trying to say is that Lil Nas X is back into the same circle of whatever the Beyoncés were doing. Whatever the current people are doing, he's doing it his way. I'll throw it out there, guys. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below. Is Lil Nas X being too raunchy with it, or is he just being what other artists would do?
Yeah.
And when we see someone who does something against our values, is that something that then we question? But if it was with our values, we could be as raunchy or as extreme as we want that to be. Because you'll see that. Like, this could get deep. But we can go into, like, even, like, with race and stuff. Like, you'll see people, like, that's wrong. But when it's their opinion and it matches their opinion.
When it matches with what they agree with, then it's like, no, this is...
yeah, that person can be as crazy as say whatever he wants to say. Like, there's a podcast, there's people like right wing, left wing. If you believe in him, you're like, say whatever you want. But then, like, when it's the other person, that's wrong.
No, yeah.
So,
like, how we find it in even equal balance?
Oh, I forgot to pause. Sorry, Mark. We forgot to pause about the. Let's move into what you do, man. Guys, we're gonna take a quick. We're sponsored. We're sponsored a little bit by.
Guys. Look, if you're an artist, if you're a band, if you're a label looking for an artist, let's be real. Your music sucks. Your music sucks.
Come on, man.
Yo, sometimes, and it's cool, sometimes you may not have the talent to write your own songs. Your songs suck. But that's cool. That's what I'm here for. My name is Mark Lee. I'm a songwriter. I've written for pop artists. I've written for rock bands. I am pretty dope. You can check out my stuff. I want to write your next hit. I want to write your hooks. I want to write your choruses. I want to write your verses. I want to be your next songwriter so your songs don't suck. Check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at MLSCRIBES. Everywhere, all socials, ML Scribes. Check it out, MLSCRIBES. Hit me up. We can work out a deal. Let's get to work so your songs don't suck because I don't want your songs to suck. Do you want their songs to suck, Omar?
No, I think the thing is, I think a lot of people do need help. Do need, like, if you're in the space, no matter what you do, you need to, like, collaborate with the people who are good at what they do. So if you want to be a rapper, bro, you need a songwriter. You need someone to produce. You need that.
Yeah, you need that, man. Drake gets help. The biggest artists in the world get help. They get people to write their hooks. They get people to write their verses.
So do you write, like, if a rapper were to come to you, or whoever, what would you do for them?
It all depends. Well, so how I look at it is songwriting is kind of a psychology. If an artist wanted me to write for them, I would look at their back catalog and try to channel their music and their personality and their persona and try to feed it back out to them in music form. That's what I would do. That's how I help the artist that I help.
So you'll write a song for them and then they could sort of like a rap too, or are you more R&B or?
Guys, I do it everything. I do hip hop, country, R&B, rock. Come to me. That's what I'm saying. Bands, labels, artists, come to me. I want to help your music not suck. Like I said, the biggest artists in the world, they get help writing their songs, and you need that help too. So yeah, guys, look, I'm here. Hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all socials. Get at me.
All right, dope,
Let's back to the show.
Cool. Follow Mark Lee. Please follow the podcast at Rap Philosopher, Instagram. search on TikTok, but mostly right now we're on YouTube. So just search Rap Philosophy on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Lil Nas X, let's get into this Montero. I have it in one of the queued up in the clips. The Lil Nas X Montero. Again, look at this thing. Let's get into the lyrics of Montero. What do you think of the song? It's out on the radio. I can't hum it for copyright.
I don't know. Have you seen the video?
I actually didn't.
It's wild. It's super wild.
Shoot, we should do a reaction
it's
to that.
super wild.
Damn, we only have 10 minutes left. We always leave this lyrical reaction.
Yeah, it's super wild.
Damn.
So it caused a lot of controversy like a while back, man. He's like fucking. He's pole dancing from heaven to do like.
That's what the.
Yeah, like he's pole dancing from heaven and twerking on Satan. Like it's wild. Like,
It's crazy.
He's wild.
It's crazy.
The song itself is pretty cool. The song itself is pretty cool.
All right, he says, first verse. I caught it bad yesterday. Oh, you didn't pull it up. You can search it up if you want. Oh, because you want to lose your life. That's fine. He says, I caught it bad yesterday. You hit me with a call to your place. Ain't been out in a while anyway. Was hoping I could catch you throwing smiles in my face. Romantic talking. You don't even have to try. You're cute enough to F with me tonight. Look at the table. All I see is weed and white. Baby, you living the life, but N-word, you ain't living right.
Basically, I feel like he's trying to like seduce somebody.
He's trying to seduce somebody. He's trying to seduce. What do you feel about all the talk about, like, all the stuff about on the table and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's just how he gets down.
That's how it gets down, these guys.
That's how he gets down. He's a wild boy. He is a wild boy.
All right, he actually, wow, it's ironic. I don't know what they play on the radio. I actually didn't hear these words, but he actually says in the pre-chorus, cocaine and drinking with your friends. Is that on the radio? You live in the dark, boy. So he's definitely talking to a guy. So I think like people now visualize, knowing that Lil Nas X, obviously he's come out with his homosexuality. So people visualize he's talking to a guy. You live in the dark, boy. I cannot pretend I'm not phased, only here to sin. If Eve ain't in your garden, you know that you can. I'm not phased, only here to sin.
If Eve ain't in your garden.
So he's talking straight up about sinning. He's talking about, I know you're down. I know you could do this. I'm not phased by all this darkness. I'm open to doing all this stuff.
So, if Eve ain't in your garden, we can pretend. Is he talking to like another down low dude? Like you think about it, like if Eve ain't in your garden, if your girl
he's trying to seduce a guy.
Yeah.
Look at this guy, bro. He's trying to seduce a guy who might be straight.
Yeah,
but
like down low. Yeah, like if your girl ain't around, like we could
Yo, I got so much.
That makes sense.
We don't have that much time. I want to go into this more, but like, okay, all right. When you
not good.
Okay, you see it, yeah. So, do you ever like when you were a kid, like the kid that you knew like your friends or someone like pulled up something that like or was doing something wrong, and then like you knew that like your parents or your mom was like you know what I mean, will kill you if you heard about that. But you were like enticed, but you like you didn't know what to do. Like you want to stay away from it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I guess that's what he's talking about in one way. So, all right, he goes back to the verse. All right, next verse. I want to sell what you're buying. I want to feel on your. I don't know, man. You want to read this? Read this.
What is
dirty stuff.
I want to sell what you're buying. I want to feel on your ass in Hawaii. Nice. I want that jet lag from fucking and flying.
What is this guy?
Shoot a child in your mouth while I'm riding.
Look at this guy, bro.
Yo.
Look at this guy.
See, like
that's the stuff.
Shoot a child in your mouth while I'm riding.
We all know what he's talking about. What is he talking about, Mark?
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about.
He's talking about oral.
Yeah.
With the guy. This guy over here.
No, but he's like, shoot a child in your mouth while I'm riding. Like
he's talking about oral. Are we like, I don't know if we're safe or like what's the deal, but
yeah, like
he's talking about oral on top of someone,
No,
shooting the child.
Not oral.
That's what I think.
Not oral. He's talking about like riding the dude and skeeting in his mouth while he's riding the dude.
Oh, right.
That's not oral.
Oh.
Like,
Well, what is that?
Oh man, Omar is vanilla out here, man. Omar
Oh my
is super
God.
duper vanilla.
I don't know
out here.
how deep we gotta go. I was trying to keep this clean. I guess it's not gonna stay clean with Lil Nas X.
Yeah, it's not definitely not. This is the wrong artist to stay clean with.
Shoot a child in your mouth while I'm riding. This dude. See, like, you know what's funny? There was a TikTok, and someone was talking about how, like, when you were a kid, you, like, heard these songs, but then when you got older, like, when you're a kid, you know, like, shoot a child in your mouth. When you got older, you're like, wait, what? Like, you know what it means? A sign of the times, every time that I speak, a dime at the 9, it was mine every week. What a time, an incline. God was shining on me. Now he's talking about God. You think God's down with this guy right now?
Nah, absolutely not.
You think God's like, yo, Lil Nas X, bro, you living your best life right now, do you? I mean, what do you think?
No, I mean, the Bible specifically says no. Like, I'm not down with
Should we ask Kanye West what he thinks? I mean, Kanye West has another opinion. You know what Kanye West, but he's another contradiction. He's a contradiction with religion. I think that's the point what Lil Nas X is saying. And so he's saying God is watching on me, and people could question that, but it's kind of like, Kanye West, bro, like, okay, you say you believe in this, and that, but you be doing all this other stuff. You know, be talking about whatever else, you know, and like, you be, I don't want to get into that right now. We might get lost. All right, we got like a few more minutes, so let's try to wrap up this one last verse. Go for it.
This one last verse. What it's like
the verse 2. Now I can't. Yeah, it says
where? Where'd you leave off at?
It says a sign of the times every time that I speak. Yeah.
I thought that was the second one. A sign of the times every time that I speak. A dime and a 9. It was mine every week. What a time an incline God was shining on me. Now I can't leave. And now I'm acting hella elite. Never want the niggas that's in my league. I want to fuck the ones I envy. Oh, damn. So he's like, I don't want the dudes in my league. I want the dudes outside of my league.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
There's a lot to talk about here. I think we're getting close to the end. So, Lil Nas X, Montero, man. I mean, the song. I mean, the lyrics. I mean, I could say one way. Not that I like them, but I think they're making for something interesting to talk about.
Yeah. So I feel like this album, the same way I felt about Jasmine Sullivan's last album. This album ain't for me.
No,
like,
this album
is definitely not for me. This album does not bump in the whip.
Not for rap philosophy fans, I don't think.
Nah. This album's not bumping the whip for me. But guys, tell us what you thought in the comments below, man. We want to know what you thought of Montero, the album and the song.
Tell us what you think. I don't even know why we covered Lil Nas X today. Why do we do that? Some BS.
Because he's hot right now.
He's the thing right now, and I think it's important to talk. I think it's an important topic, to talk about.
Side note, did you know that Montero is his actual name?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, his name is Montero.
Okay, all right. Did you know that A Boogie's name is actually Artist? A Boogie with the hoodie.
What?
His name is Artist. Yeah. That's part of, like, when he says, like, A Boogie with the hoodie in one of his songs, one of his albums, I think was called Artist 2.0 or something like that. Artist 2.0 is actually his name. And people are trying to bring who they are, I guess, to the scene. Kind of interesting. All right, guys. I mean, we're closing on the episode. I hope you please subscribe to Rap Philosophy on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoy our podcast. If anything, you guys want like topics or interesting things or news, or if you have music, just send it our way.
Yeah, man. Send it. Tell us what you think in the comments below. If you hated my takes or hated his takes or liked us, let us know what you think.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll catch you guys on the next episode next week, Saturday. I don't know, just follow the channel for the time.
Yeah, man.
Eastern Standard Time, whatever I post.
Peace out.
Peace, guys.